Yes, guys, it's true. I just had a near death experience. So, basically, this video will unfold all the experiences that I have been through in this trip. So, yeah, guys, welcome back to my channel, Bunty's Eye View. So, this is kind of a serious and a kind of informative video. So, I would like to keep this video in the form of English itself so that it reaches to everyone. If you guys are concerned, my health is totally fine. As you could see, I'm shooting this video too. But it's just that I just had a muscle cramp on my chest and just a muscle cramp on my right ankle. Just visited the doctor, took some x-rays. So it's just fine, totally fine. My health is completely fine. So exactly what has happened. So as on dated 20th September, we just had planned trip of 3 days to Kudremukha, Agumbe. As you've seen, this is a post-monsoon or kind of a monsoon period where it would be just scenic places to see and enjoy. And even during riding through those monsoon rains on the bike, it's just blissful. For any biker riding through this ghat sections or through those monsoon things and having a scenic view while he is riding, it's just blissful, man. So likewise, we had planned for a 3 day trip. Just had like some plans. It was an offbeat plans. We did, and it was completely fine, man. Completely fine. For the ones who have been following me on Instagram recently, I have been uploading reels too, and even in YouTube I have uploaded shorts. You can just look at it. What had happened was the day one, we rode around 300 kilometers to Kudremukha. We explored Kudremukha places like falls and the World Heritage sites and all. After these videos, you will be getting those series also, Kudremukha and Agumbe series. So you can watch that too, how we have enjoyed. It would be a simple explanation here of what enjoyment was it. But if you want the core experience, I'll be uploading that Kudremukha and Agumbe series. You can just look at it, even you can feel the same. So we had completely enjoyed. We have taken those memories of 3 days in our minds. I just had a brain full of memories of those 3 days. But then
ನೋಡ್ಗುರು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಉಜ್ಜಿತ್ತಿ ನೋಡು ರೋಡ್ ಆ ಟಾರ್ ರೋಡ್ನ ಕೆರೆದಿತ್ತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗಾಡಿ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಮಾಡು ಸೌದಾಯ್ತದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆದ್ರಿತ್ ನಾವು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಂದ ನೀವು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಒಂದ್ ಇದಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಎಷ್ಟು ಉಜ್ಜಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನೀ ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು.
So what really happened? It was around 9:30 p.m. We were just heading back home. I was on this beast, our Gaja. So I was riding this guy. So I was not much of a speed. I was maintaining the speed limit of the highway. I was just maintaining. The speed limit of highway was just like 80, but plus 15 plus 10 I was on. So I had got an indication to reduce my headlight. I just had reduced my headlight, and yeah, for after that vehicle passing by, for me to have a look at the road, I again turned on high beam. To my surprise, it was a state highway. We had just passed through by a village. A drunkard guy, he was fully drunk. By the actions I got to know he was fully drunk, but by that time I turned on my high beam. Within 150 meters he just got into my radar. I don't know from where he was walking or how he was coming, but when I had the low beam he was not at all in my radar. With a fraction of second when I turned on my high beam, he was in my radar. So yeah, it was a challenge for me. It was really a challenge for me. Then I saw there was no opposite vehicle coming back. I was in a panic situation. I applied whatever my body parts were working It was with a full strength. I applied everything, front brake, back brake, clutch. Yeah, only for the thing, I just wanted to skip him. So he was walking by. I just got to know there was no indication, there was nothing, no vehicles coming towards me. So I turned my bike, my gaja to right. With a sharp turn I took. But to my another bad luck, the guy who was walking straight, even he came to right, of which I lost control on my bike. I just fell down. I just fell down. It was a completely blackout situation for me. I don't know what is happening. It was on my bike when I fell down. It took me around 50 meters. Then I got to know this is something is going to happen. I just came out of the bike, rolled onto the road, and my head was like this, looking at my bike going towards like around 150 meters. The sparks coming up. It was literally like a near to death situation, guys. To my luck, there was no opposite vehicle coming, nor any vehicle coming from my behind. The bike just went, and me sleeping on the road, I'm just looking at the bike because it was just a year back I took this bike, and having such an accident is still a nightmare for me. Shout out to two guys who were riding on a classic 350. They just saw this incident and they came up to me. They understood the situation. One of the guy handled me and another guy managed to pick up the bike and take it near to the another side of the lane, because completely the bike was on other lane. So we had to pick it up and we just took back. And to my luck, nothing had happened to my phone, so it was still usable. Like, it was literally nothing happened to my phone. I just called up to my gang. They were just around a kilometer or 1.5 kilometer ahead, so they came back. So this was the situation for me. It was such a situation like that. We did get major impact points on the bikes also, which saved the bike too. So guys, if you could see this little mushroom like pointers, sorry for the reference, these are the pointers. Let's take this as a reference because the impact was on the right side, and if I move camera to the right side, if you could see the tire, how the mark has happened, you can't see any of those pointers here. So literally you could see how that tire has been rubbed off, and even those pointers. And if I come up, if you could see the mirror, so this is another impact, and this one is our knuckle guard. So yeah, this one, and some scratches over here. We just had a kind of mole kind of thing for our front brake. This is another. So presently you could see this as working, but when the impact was taken, this was completely bent. The impact was such that actually this is a metal. It's not easy for any one of us with a bare handed to turn this unless you are a bodybuilder. So it just came up like this, it just bent off like this, and it was holding this. If you could see the marks over here, it is because of this brake itself. Because of this, the back brake got jammed, means airlock happened. So one was that. The other impact has been taken here. If you could see the part here, this one and this. This would have been my leg, but thanks to the crash guard. Impacts on the gaja, that is our bike. How I am fine. It's just that I was wearing completely the riding gears. So this is the jacket. I just took it out so that it would be easier for me to explain where and all the impacts had been took. Narrated in the story, I said I left my bike and rolled over to the road. So at that point of time, this is something which took, this is something happened to the jacket. And yeah, as you know, the riding jackets will come with all the protection for chest and the elbow, the shoulders. So because of this, when I had a fall, there was not much injury to any of the bones because of all these impact protectors. Just like this, I was wearing the riding pant, of which it had impact points for knee and hip, and because of which that also nothing major happened to my legs either. And as towards it, towards my legs, I was wearing this Decathlon shoes, which is sturdy enough. I was not wearing riding boots because yeah, but at the same time I used this sturdy boots from the hiking boots from Decathlon. It had an impact. I would be attaching all these. You would have seen. I would be attaching all the pics. So yeah, you could see if you could, if I could turn. This is another impact which it took because I roll over. This was another impact towards my elbow. So no major thing. Emphasis of making this video is to say how important to wear the riding is when you are on a ride. Even be it a single day ride or a 2-day ride or a 3-day ride, whatever it might be, when you are on a long ride, it's safe to wear all your riding gears. Please don't neglect this. I urge all the youths, all the riders or all the bikers out there. It's fun. It's fun to be on the roads. It's fun to ride the bike. It would be fun to be on the speeds too. But even we being more responsible, there might be irresponsibles on the road of which we might face the consequence. I urge all of you guys, please don't neglect of wearing the riding gears. I am standing now here is because of all the riding gears that I wore. I just forgot to mention the impacts that even my palms had taken because I even wore the gloves. I would show those impacts also. But yeah, wearing full safe riding jackets, riding pants, boots and gloves will save you. Even through you already see how the impact that has been taken. So the only message I want to convey with this video is be safe, safe ride, wear all the riding jackets, riding gears, all the safety gears, be on a safety measures. We might, as I said, we may be responsible while riding, we will be responsible, and I am not denying the fact that we will not be responsible, but we can't expect the same from others too. So yeah guys, that's all for this video. I'll meet you in my next video. Until then, take care, see you, bye bye. Also, special mention to our helmet. So along with this, all this riding gears, please do not wear any kind of half-faced helmets. I would suggest you to have a full-faced helmet, as I had purchased this empty helmets. This is kind of a brand that has been made in the helmet section. You get another, there are n number of brands which are CA certified, ISI certified helmets. So this was a hard shell helmet. Yeah, ride safe, be safe, see you.